Hi and welcome to Teach the Table. I'm Nathan and this is Factory Fun. This is a game of building machines out on your factory floor, and you need to supply those machines with various goods as well as have reservoirs to collect the goods that are coming out of the machines. As more machines come out, we're going to have pipelines which will connect them, and hopefully we can be as efficient as possible in building this. Each machine you place is going to give you some sort of money, which is points in the game, which will be tracked on our money track, and everything that you add to it is going to cost at minimum of one value. So any of the pipes that have simply one pipe will cost you one. Some tiles have two different pipes, so if you end up placing that, that's going to cost you two. So you take into account what it costs you to play it. So in this case, 5 minus 2, that would give me a net of 3 money for placing that machine. You have 4 different colors of vats at your disposal with an unlimited supply of various resources. And what you're going to be trying to do is loop certain resources around and create these chains of having them go from one machine and then the end product into another machine. Sometimes you'll have an end product with one of these black things, and that just means that it's an end product that will never be used anywhere. So it's going to create a dead end in your loop. If you're looping resources from one machine to another, and they not only have to be the same color of resource, but the numbers have to match. So since I need 1 orange to go into this machine here, I'd need at least a 1 coming out of there. Anything higher than a 1 here would be fine. If I had 3, for instance, that would be fine because I'd still have enough to get into 1. But if this was a 3, this would not work because I don't have enough orange to go into there. If you ever connect products from 2 machines like this, either if they're right next to each other or if they're going through some pipes, you get a bonus, and it's going to be 5 times whatever the input number is here. So in this case, there'd be a +5 bonus that goes there. These chips are going to stay out there until the end of the game, but if you ever move anything, if I rearrange this or broke that connection, that chip's going to come off. So you're not going to score these points until that's still there at the end of the game. Most of the other building rules are pretty common sense. You can't have any open-ended connector like that, so you'd either have to have a reservoir to catch it, or you just change it like it was back to just a pipe directly going down there. You also cannot create a feedback loop. So if this machine had an output of orange, I couldn't feed that back around into the machine and have it constantly flowing because that just goes against physics. Some machines give you a bonus supply container. So in this case, if I successfully place this machine on my floor, I get an additional green supply container for my supply that I can use on a future turn. The game's played over 10 rounds, so there's going to be just enough machines in your stack here to play those 10 rounds accordingly. What's going to happen is each player is going to grab a machine face down. We're all going to flip them with one hand, and with our other hand, it's going to be a race to see who can grab which tile they wanted first. You can hover your hands around the tiles as much as you want, but as soon as you touch a tile, you have to take it. If all but one of the tiles have been taken, the last person who hasn't chosen one can pick up that tile, manipulate it around as much as they like with no penalty if they decide that they don't want to take it. Otherwise, if you took a tile and then later you decide it's impossible for me to build it or it would cost too much money, you can always just discard it, but it's going to cost you a penalty of 5 money for discarding a tile that you chose. Once you've chosen the tile you're going to place, you can take as much time as you need to decide where you're going to place it and how you're going to construct everything around it. And then you're going to get an income depending on how much it cost you to build it. So in this case, 6 minus the 3, so I'd get 3 income for this round. The bottom of your factory has a list of all the costs, but there's really only a few that you have to remember. It's free to build your machines. It's going to cost you 1 if you're building anything that is 1 vat, or if it's just got 1 pipe on it. If it's got 2 separate connections, that's going to cost you 2, or you can always upgrade. If you were getting rid of something like this, and you were putting that in its place, you just pay the difference. So this cost you 1 to put it initially, that would cost you 1 more. You can also remove tiles for free, or you can move tiles around for a cost. However, the cost is going to be the same as if you just removed it for free and then you placed it somewhere else. So that's a little bit easier to memorize. Each factory also has a pillar right in the center, so you're going to have to build around that. You can't build through it. At the end of 10 rounds, all the machines should be gone from the supply, and you're going to add the bonuses to your total score, and whoever has the most money is going to be the winner. And that's how you play Factory Fun. Thanks for watching Teach the Table. If you like these videos, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to have fun.